Hi, it's Janie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my Makeout 2013 update and my Makeout 2014 goals. I had previously, back in March, which was when I started YouTube videos, put up a video talking about how my Makeout 2013 project was going to go, and part of that plan was not to purchase, which I failed miserably at, if you watch my channel, you know, because I've done a lot of hauls. The second thing was to use up a lot of my partials, which I did do. I did go through my cabinets and pulled out every single partial product that I had, and I can say that I did go through and use up all of my partials, so I no longer have partials. And I did that probably about midway through. So about July, I was able to start on my full-size products that were completely full. And also part of my Makeout 2013 was to use up my samples. And I think I did pretty good with using samples also. I will tell you that video, I have taken it down just because every time I would watch it or look at it or even think about it, I would get so upset with myself for not sticking with my no-buy. I wasn't looking at the positive aspect of it, which was I had used up a lot of products. I was just focusing on the negative, and it was really starting to weigh heavily on my heart that I wasn't able to stick with my plan. Just like a diet or anything else that you start out with and you talk about it to people and publicly, and then you fail, and I think your failure is just that much bigger because you have told what you were trying to do and then you failed, and then everybody knows that you failed. And anyway, so going to start off fresh this year and set realistic goals for myself. Goals that I know that are obtainable, and not so much goals that I wish I could obtain. I mean, I wish I could lose enough weight and then I was down to 130 pounds. I know that's not attainable for me because my body doesn't like being at 130 pounds. Losing 10-15 pounds, yes, that is a goal that I could reach. My makeup goals, which I'll talk about those here in a little bit, and I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I want to backtrack to my 2013 makeup plan and let you know where my successes were at, because I did have successes, and I want to celebrate my successes with my YouTube viewers and with everyone out on YouTube. And hopefully this kind of helps other people that maybe have started out a makeup or a project pan or a no-buy, whatever the case may be, and maybe you didn't actually, follow through with it. But take a moment and just reflect on what you were able to actually achieve. I mean, with doing a no-buy, there were several weeks I didn't actually buy anything. So that was good. That was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. I know I went a whole month without buying any beauty-related products. So hey, that was a month that I saved a lot of money. But anyway, so what I did was I did keep track every month on what my empties were. And I had it categorized. First was by my samples, and then I kept track of my full-size products right there. And then I did it by category, like shower gels, conditioner, shampoos, etc., etc. This year when I do it, I'm going about it a little bit differently, but I'll talk about that here in a minute. So my total samples that I finished up, and keep in mind that I didn't start this until about mid-March. So this is what I finished up through the end of December. And I used up 115 samples. And that included perfume, makeup remover, lotion, gels, serums, scrubs, masks, BB creams, just a little bit of everything. So I thought, that was pretty darn good for, what was that, 10 months. So I was very pleased with using that amount of samples. And then the amount of full-size products that I used, and this included like shower gels, toothpaste, shampoo. Now if you go back and look at some of my empty videos, I would show like my little wallflowers that I had from Bath and Body. I did not count those and include those in my total count that I'm getting ready to give you right now, just because I felt that that wasn't really beauty related. Yes, they were bought at Bath and Body, but not really beauty, so I did not count those. But for those 10 months starting in March, I finished up 169 full-size products. Yay for me. Now about 75 of those were partials, so a little over 50% of the products that I finished in those 10 months was from start to finish on that bottle. So I mean, hey, that's something that I can be very proud of. I mean, that was products that instead of just sitting in my cabinet gathering dust, I actually pulled them out, used them, and either enjoyed them or didn't enjoy them. But one way or the other, I used them and realized, you know, what I was using, what I liked, what I didn't like. So yeah, I was really, really ecstatic about that. Very ecstatic. I mean, that was a lot. When I started going through and adding this up, I'm thinking, holy cow, I really used up a lot of stuff. Wow, that's a lot. So, with that being said, my 2014 goals are products that I want to work through. I'm not going to say I'm going to do a no buy or I'm going to do a low buy, because I know I'm not. I've already spent money this month on some orders. I know I'm getting ready to go on a business trip to Las Vegas, and I definitely know I'm going to do some major beauty shopping there. I mean, I can't pass it up. I mean, I get to go to Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, and the outlet mall and everything else. So yeah, I know that I'm going to be doing that. So I kind of have set some realistic goals for myself. And one of the first thing that I did was kind of go through my collection and look and see what I have the most of and what I want to really focus in on this year on using. So I went through and did a count on what I have, and I'm going to kind of go through the different categories really quick and let you know what I have and what my goal is on what I'm going to use up for this year. So we're going to start with shower gels, because that's probably where the biggest accumulation of product is at, other than one other category, and that is shower gels. I think I said that. Anyway, I have 68 shower gels on hand at this moment right now. My goal is to use up 24. That's a total of 2 bottles of shower gel a month. I think that's realistic for me, because looking back from the time of March to now, what I used on average, I was using like 1.5 bottles a month. So I think, you know, 2 bottles a month is a realistic goal that I can obtain. The next thing is body scrubs. I have 18 body scrubs, and my goal is to use 9 body scrubs this year, as I don't go through those as quickly as I do shower gels. Lotions, I have 26 lotions, which you're thinking, oh, that's not very much. But for March through the end of December, I only finished, let's see if I still have the container, 1 lotion. And it was just a little round travel size tub from the Body Works. That was it. I don't like to use lotions. I never have. I've bought them thinking, oh, I know I need to use more moisturization on my body. I just don't take the time to do it. So my goal this year, and you're thinking, is 2, which, you know, considering that I only finished 1 little one last year, I think that's pretty substantial for my goal to be 2. So we're going to see how that goes. I may not hit that goal. Anyway, conditioners. I have 26 conditioners on hand at this time. My goal is to use 6. Because most of the conditioners that I buy, when I buy conditioner, are the great big sizes. Really big. So, makeup wipes, I have 12 packages of makeup wipes, and my goal is to use up 12. Now, when I'm saying my goal is, that means that I need to use I have to hit my goal before I'm allowed to purchase any more of these categories. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'll have a problem with not purchasing any of these, because they're just products that I don't really use a whole lot of, or I have a ton of them and don't need them. Except for this next category, and this is probably one of my biggest weakness for beauty related items, and that is perfume. I love perfume. I always have. I can remember my first bottles of perfume coming from Avon when I was like 11 years old, 12 years old. And I have just loved them ever since. I like wearing different scents every day. I don't really consider myself having a signature scent because I change it up every single day. So anyway, I counted my bottles of perfume, and I have 120 bottles of perfume. Yes, I know, that's a lot. And some of them I've had for years. A lot of them in my closet. I have this cabinet in my closet that has doors, so they stay in there where it's nice and dark, no light gets to them, blah blah blah, and I haven't really had any that's turned bad. But anyway, my goal this year is to finish 2 bottles of perfume this year. Cotton balls. I do have 12 bags of cotton balls, so my goal is to finish up at least 6. Deodorants. I have 14 backups of deodorant. Goal is to use 7. And then mascaras. I have 54 mascaras, and my goal is to use 20 of those. And really, to be honest with you, a lot of mascaras, I don't actually go out and buy mascaras. They come in these kits that I order off of QVC. So that's how pretty much I've accumulated so many mascaras. Okay, then I went through and counted my samples, and I divided them up into categories. I have 4 different categories of samples. Skincare samples, I have 135, and my goal is to use up 70. Hair, I have 52 hair samples, and I want to use up at least 10. Because some of those are shampoo samples, and I know I'm not going to use them because I don't use shampoo. I just do a co-wash. Perfume samples. I have 70 perfume samples, and my goal is to use up 30. Makeup samples, and I didn't realize I had this many makeup samples until I started counting them. And a lot of these were mascaras. But anyway, I have 110 makeup samples, and my goal is to use up 40. 40 of those. Yes, make sure. Anyway, so that is my 2014 products that I want to work through. I have also started to kind of keep like a little beauty journal. And one of the things that I want to start doing is making a beauty purchase diary. Kind of like a food diary. You know how when you go on a diet and you're supposed to write down everything that you eat so you can kind of see where you need help at, you know, what time of day you're eating different things, blah, blah, blah. And I also have found by doing that, a lot of times I'm able to stick with that diet longer, because if I'm writing it down, I'll think twice about whether or not I want to eat something, because for the simple fact that I don't want to write it down. So I thought, well, I'm going to use the same concept with beauty products, with purchases. And so I'm going to actually start writing things down that I've been purchasing for each month. And which has really helped, because the other day I was going to order some stuff off of All Cosmetics, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to write it down. I don't want to have to put it on there that I ordered that. And that was on the 4th. So this is 8 days, right? Today's the 8th. And so far this month I've gone 5 days without ordering or buying any beauty products, which is pretty good for me, I think. So anyway, that is it. That is my 2013 makeout update and my 2014 makeout goals. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.